What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a two-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost 100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on a loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm gonna be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the 6th man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's Bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention, and it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's gonna affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's gonna affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's gonna affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection
Get a nice clean
on
game,
those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out.
He's checked in for Whiteside. Green comes in for Luol Deng. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings at Shumpert, LeBron. Thompson down low with Mozgov. And it's Williams at the point. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Here's James. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good
Oh,
term to use. One of the
man.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. We talked about Amari Stoudemire and what he brings to the table as an opponent. The one thing Coach was most impressed with was how physically gifted he is as a big man, saying, you see him get up and down the floor out there, he moves like a guy half his size. He's just a freak of nature.
Thanks again, Doris. Fires the three. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Thunder. Thunder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Thompson is double. Pass to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Releases from 15. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. LeBron's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
11 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. The Heat lead by 7.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Right side, Williams. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Thunder. Good on the jump shot. He has 7. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Williams with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. From past the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Chris Bosh. Shumpert with a screen for Williams. James kicks to Williams. And Winslow pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now here's Freak. James covering. And it's Freak missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The Heat leading by 6.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
James kicks to Williams. Inside, there's Mozgov. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Williams dishes to Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. Shumpert passes to Thompson. Back to Shumpert. And there's the feed to Mozgov. Just 4 to shoot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And it's good once more. Nice make there from Thunder. Thunder's got 13.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Picked by Mozgov. Williams for 3. No luck. Some solid defense there from Thunder.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
He dishes it to Winslow. Down low. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And then he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Williams. He's guarded. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump. jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college win.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. The Cavaliers trail by 9. On the court for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Williams at the point.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that offense. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. There's the screen. Dishes it to Williams. Uncovered. Again, the miss by Williams.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA. This guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
No one covering. Williams has got 9. The Heat leading by 9. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit to the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
And, you know, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Back to Shumpert. Fires the 3. Here's Mozgov. Makes it off the glass. Mozgov's got 5.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans love them all the same.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And both free throws good from Freak. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Here's Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. But it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Freak with it, working on Williams. No good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. James outside. From outside, off the mark. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Second free throw, no good.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams passes to James. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. There's Winslow. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle. And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, you know, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Miami leading by 11. Freak kicks to Anderson. Here's Thunder. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Mozgov, good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And that one's good. Freak.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And Chris Anderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
.41 seconds left here in the second. Here's Williams. 12 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Well, Heat leading by 9. Stolen by Thompson. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Thompson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Mark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Outside Williams. Back to LeBron for the three. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thunder. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So we've reached the end of the first half of...
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some...
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Talk about a terrific game for Thunder. He has 29 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Teams will make substitutions. Heat leading by 11. Thunder in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Winslow. And there's Anderson. And it's Green in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Here's Thunder. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Thunder's got 31 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. The shot no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Cleveland. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Heat sitting in second place.
And when you look at Miami, it has taken no time for them to come together as a team. I mean, no time. There wasn't much being said about them preseason, but now everybody's got them in their radar.
Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start to their campaign. I mean, give credit to the coaching staff for customizing a game plan and system suited to the talent.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Irving with a clean look. Off target with his 3. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Thunder. Banked in off the glass. Thunder's got 33.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Goes up to the stripe. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Williams, a screen on Green. Irving drives in, knocks it loose. Stolen by Winslow. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Mozgov. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have...
On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's James in at the three. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love, and Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, I mean, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can. We're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Hard work pays off, Kevin. Great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take a...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow, that's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakinandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you and it's running great.
Wait, hold
okay?
up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste. And you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger. You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You
okay,
love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes, but he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What are you thinking about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at?
I just...
I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
Wow. A Christmas Day game. I didn't expect to be on this stage as a rookie, but it'll be exciting, no doubt. I watched the NBA all day long on Christmas growing up, and to think that kids out there will be seeing me be a part of that, it's surreal. And I've never been one to disappoint the kids, so I better go out there and put on a show.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. You look at the Pelicans, these are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have the work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with the win.
And I think for New Orleans, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things.
In for Whiteside. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Ajince is checked in. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem. And it's Ajince in at the center filling out the middle. Holiday attacking. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Second, the Pelicans.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And the Heat making a change here. Green's checked in. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can drop an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Outside Holiday. There's the feed to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Evans goes in. He dishes it to Davis. Shot clock at 5. No luck. Nice D from Bosh. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to Portland.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Davis kicks to Gordon. On the wing, Evans. And Holiday has it in the corner. Lots of room. The basket good off the assist from Evans. That's 7 points for Drew Holiday. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Thunder. He's coming off a 25-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
A different look for Miami. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Norris Cole comes in for Gordon, and that one's good. Freak.
He's got so much jump in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. The kick out to Holiday, all alone. It's hauled in by the Heat. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Kicks to Ajinça. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Winslow. His last 10 games, averaging 5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
Yeah, this is where his character gets tested, Greg. I mean, his will to fight through adversity is a question mark, but I think he's got a good chance.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Thunder. No good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Good. Green's got 5.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And Cole kicks to Ajinça. There's the pick. Anderson passes to Pondexter. Feeds it to Davis. No luck, and it's Miami the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Thunder. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. How his last 10 games have gone. 4th in 3-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, he's one of the lasers in the game. Just a hard man to put on ice.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Perkins is checked in.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Cole, defended by Thunder. Fires the 3. Cannot hit. The Heat leading by 5. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Defending Amari Stoudemire is always a challenge, but coach said he's even tougher now that he's developing his back-to-the-basket game. He said Amari can drive, shoot, and now post. He's going to get his points. We've just got to do our best to keep him away from the rim and deny him second-chance opportunities. A tall task, Kevin.
All right, Doris. They get it back. Dishes to Cole. New Orleans moving it around. Goes up again. No luck. And it's Miami the other way.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Pelicans trailed by 7. Davis sets a screen. Shot off the screen. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cole's got his first bucket in this one. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Anderson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Stoudemire, the screen. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Free. Here's Cole. Pass to Davis. A fader. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by...
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't.
So Miami going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Perkins. Anderson comes in for Omer Asik. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 4. Thunder in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Anderson in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The dish to Anderson. Fires the 3, and the shot is good. Anderson's got 5 points so far. And Ryan Anderson, here's a guy, Greg, who tortures opponents from beyond the arc. Maybe the best long-range shooting power forward in the game today.
And he's tricky out on the perimeter, crafty at running people off picks, spots up well, and even when you close out, he has that high release point and quick trigger to knock it down on you.
Well, I tell you what, Ryan Anderson creates so many matchup problems for the defense because of his ability as a bigger guy to step out and shoot the deep ball. He can start or be effective off the bench.
The first one falls.
And guys, one thing about Ryan Anderson that comes to mind for me, here's a guy that never was a heralded recruit coming out of high school, and he's not going to wow you with his athleticism, but he's just smart enough to know where his strengths lie. And I think that's such an advantage as you become a veteran in this league, is to play to your strength.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thunder. He's got 14 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless. How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Pondexter from outside. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Green dishes to Winslow, and it's Miami with another.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Cole. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The rebound by Anderson.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And he gets it to go. 16 points for Thunder.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And Cole kicks to Gordon. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Cole to halt the run. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Green passes to Thunder. Swiped it away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Pondexter. Here's Cole. No good with the triple.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Freak, 3rd, 4th, Anthony Davis.
And here are two guys, Kevin, that have been on fire offensively lately. I mean, the greatest players are always making adjustments to their game. I mean, these two guys are pushing hard to take their games to the next level. And in this stretch, they've done just that.
And the first one at the line is good.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Doing a really good job from the line here. Just under 90%, actually right around 86, 87% from the stripe.
Inside, here's Davis. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And that one's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find some, you're right. There's the screen.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
Cole dishes to Anderson. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gordon outside. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Thunder. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thunder's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Pelicans trail by 13. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. Pondexter kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Cole. From downtown, that is good. Cole's got 5 now.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Now here's Freak. 22 points for him. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul.
Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. First in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. Here's Davis. Almost, but it rolls out. Green, the pass to Thunder. Here's Anderson. Off on the layup. Pelicans trail by 10. Gordon kicks to Cole. And the pass to Pondexter. Green against Gordon. Pass to Anderson. The tray. Miami grabs the miss. Thunder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Stoudemire dishes to Freak and stolen by Gordon. Cole the pass to Gordon. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Miami ahead, leading by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric.
The second half about to start here in just a few moments. If you look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere. Getting ready for Miami, Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. So for New Orleans right now, Perkins is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Norris Cole. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. And it's Evans in at the 2. Miami trailing.
Before getting dinged up, Ryan Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Green inside the three-point line. Miami no good on that time either.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pistons had a huge game. He finished with 25 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
There's Winslow, the 15-footer, good. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense, and it's right between the paint and the three-point line, and boy, have they been rock solid.
Evans kicks to Cole. That's good. Cole's got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. That's now 26 points for Freak. Pelicans trail by 3. And Cole kicks to Evans. The feed to Pondexter. They set the pick. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. 9 points in the game so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Pondexter kicks to Cole. Fires the 3, and that one's good. Cole's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Anderson is checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Thunder. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they...
Congratulations, Anthony. You're so composed, but this has got to be a great win for this team and something to be excited about.
It is exciting. That was a big win for us. That was a big win, especially we were down early in the first half. We came out with a lot of energy second half and fought back and got the win.
It took some toughness.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Woo, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm gonna have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just...
Jabari Parker's checked in for John Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams. On the floor for Miami, Thunder in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Chris Anderson. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Winslow in at the small forward. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
Selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That free throw missing. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game. He's shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Thunder. Putting up about 22 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
The first free throw is good.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Thunder. The shot's good from Bayless.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Thunder. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Here's Parker, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Stoudemire. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. But there was much debate about Which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players? What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
To the inside, here's Thunder, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thunder's got 6.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that. The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter, Captain.
Stoudemire outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good. 3.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Bayless dishes to Parker. There's a screen. Vasquez kicks to Middleton. Can't get it to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Kicks it to Anderson. Green, the pass to Thunder. Parker with the steal. Vasquez with it, working on Anderson. And Middleton kicks to Bayless. That 3 off the mark.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Pass to Winslow. Dishes it to Freak. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Monroe dishes to Middleton. The second effort. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's good. And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for center. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
There's the pick. Bayless the pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Monroe. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Miami leading by 4. Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Green kicks to Freak. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Freak with the ball.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skill.
5 seconds left in the first. Up in time. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself for each and every game.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. That means playing young guys extended minutes, and all systems go. I mean, that's what being a pro is all about.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
You know, they're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Mayo. And it's Henson in at the 5 spot. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Nets got down to business. He ended with 25 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was a dominating performance from a player who's fun to watch when he gets in the zone. We hope he does it again.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again. Pull the trigger!
Outside Mayo. Henson sets a screen for Mayo. Goes up off the pick. And outside sends it back. 3-on-3. Charity stripe shot. The pass to Dent. And it's Wade in the corner. Inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Wade. 16 points for Freak. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Then kicks to Freak, stolen by Henson. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And that one's good.
What a smart pass by Carter-Williams.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
That is good, and the Heat's lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And Miami has possession. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Freak dishes to Stoudemire. Inside, here's Thunder. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Tries again. Takes it out to Vasquez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The dish to Middleton. Launches it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Thunder. They can't stop the run with that one.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
To the middle. Here's Monroe. Sweet move. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond. And that took some getting used to.
We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. But where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area. There's still value.
Screen by Monroe. Here's Vasquez. Out. The Heat trailed by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. But they'll get another chance. Winslow, the pass to Thunder. Sinks the 15-footer. Thunder's got 18 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Pass to Freak. The 9-foot shot. And he gets the jumper to drop. Thunder's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Middleton. Pass to Vasquez. Pocket 6. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. And it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Count that one.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Monroe sets a screen for Middleton. To the paint. Monroe, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Stoudemire. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Heat lead by 2.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Bayless. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through the first half of basketball here.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Parker's checked in for Monroe. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayer. And it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Green is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Thunder, he's in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Green in at the 2. Now here's Vasquez. Guarded by Thunder. Vasquez kicks to Henson. That's good.
Battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Heat.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnover.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now here's Freak. 24 points for him. There's Winslow. No good there off the double clutch.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Vasquez. From outside, off the mark. The Heat leading by 5. The feed to Bosh. To the inside. Thunder. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. That's now 26 points for Freak.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Bayless dishes to Parker. Lets it go from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosh has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Over to the left wing. Winslow, the pass to Thunder. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bucks trail by 7. Over to the wing. Here's Bayless. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bayless has got 8 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Thunder. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Henson with the screen. Vasquez kicks to Parker. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. Anderson, he's checked in for the Heat. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 4-point game. Vasquez dishes to Bayless. Off target from outside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Thunder. The rebound by Middleton.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Vasquez. Here's Parker. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Parker's got 12 in the game. Miami's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. The 3. And Green gets it to go on the assist by Green. And that's now 29 points for Freak. Bucks trail by 5. Feeds it to Bayless. He kicks to Henson. And he slams it one-handed.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Will not go. This is off the front eye. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bayless the pass to Parker. To tie. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
The Bucks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Middleton outside. Here's the screen for the lead. Vasquez can't get it to go.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Thunder, and there's another one for the Heat. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Middleton outside. Kicks to Vasquez. Out to the right wing. Here's Bayless. No good on the triple.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And that one's good. Free.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Bucks trail by 6. And Bayless kicks to Middleton. Parker drives in. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Comes up, and the dunk by Winslow.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Parker drives in. No good with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Bucks trail by 8. Carter Williams is out there with Payne. Then it's Greg Monroe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Henson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Mail with it. It's picked up by Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Impact out there tonight. Did you feel like you needed to shoulder more of the load than usual?
Well, when you're on the basketball floor, you got to do something. You got to make an impact, and I just try to make an impact either way. So our guys did a great job. That's what it's all about right now.
You did many things tonight, Dwayne. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
As I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Nah, that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What, CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And
the reason-
speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about
That's
Team
what
Freak?
a manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap!
You gonna let her
Hey,
talk to me
yo,
like that, really?
this
You need to
is
check
way
her
too
now.
cold in, and I ain't
Yo,
even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents
a
in projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just hang around, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know.
They be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do when you need to do it to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's going to do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
All the bright lights and flavor that Miami has to offer. Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Hawks.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
So the tip-off, it's Miami. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the 1.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now? You know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
And guys, that's his game. I mean,
Myers checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Thunder subbed in for Goran Dragic. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
28 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
The Heat trail by 9. To the wing right side. Bosch kicks to Stoudemire. To the inside. Thunder. And he banks in the layup.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here is Livingston following the basket by Freak. Barnes with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Spade sets a screen for Barnes. Goes back up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Oh, we have a quick chance here. Let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Freak, number 1. Third is Goran Dragic.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
And the first one drops.
And Maurice Speights last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Speights. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Really left alone that time. And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And shot opportunity, and Stoudemire puts it in. Stoudemire's got his second bucket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Plenty of space. Livingston, no luck.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Thunder. Shot is off. The Warriors go the other way. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
The Heat trail by 7. And here's Winslow. Looking for his first basket, so in this one. And that one's good. Freak.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Barbosa passes to Barnes. Here is Livingston, covered by Thunder. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Bosch against Green. Shot from 16. Not enough on that one as it misses. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Freak. Winslow's got his first bucket of the night. The Warriors shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Livingston kicks to Barnes. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Winslow, the best defender. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And it's blocked by Thunder. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Now here is Barbosa. Defense is right there. And that one's good. Barnes. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
The Warriors leading. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Pass to Livingston. It's stolen by Green. Beyond three. And that one's good. Free. Thunder's got it all tied up now for Miami.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Down low. Ball's knocked loose. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Chris Anderson is checked in for Chris Bosh. That one is no good.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Miami's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, and dividends instantly on the fast break.
Shot's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. 4 seconds left. Spates down low. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's
shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win, and I think we kind of got away from that. It's been a struggle to get that momentum back on both ends of the floor at the same time, and especially playing good teams, and so it's not going to be easy. Nothing in this league is, and you got to find a way to get it done.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat guys.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. He'll get out there with Harrison Barnes. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He finished with 22.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. They set the pick. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
That puts them in the lead. 16 points for Freak.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here is Livingston. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game, and he jams it with authority.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Well, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Barbosa against Bosch. Spates kicks to Barbosa. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. A nice shot by Winslow. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Thompson outside. There's the 3. It's good, and that's just his 3rd make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Here is Livingston, defended by Thunder. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Heat in second.
You know, when your team has a lot of assists, like these guys do, it basically is a testimony to unselfish play, patience, ball movement, and player movement.
Green against Barbosa. That's the 3. Fly. Green, no luck. Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Marcus Miles, a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
The Heat have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
One shot, gentlemen.
What a tremendous game for Thunder. He's got 21 points and 2 rejections. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Now here's Barbosa. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. Livingston passes to Green. They double him with 3. It's tipped. Here's the floater, and it's sent back by Bosch. Stoudemire attacking. Here's Thunder. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Green with a screen on Green. Looking to end the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Chris Bosh. Averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first. And Barbosa drops them both. Miami leading by 4. Passes it to Bosh. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Open shot, Thompson. Tries again. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Now, Freak. He's coming off a 22-point game against Indiana. For 3. Poke loose, but they recover it. Moves back up. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. A floater. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And it's tied up with that one.
Complete domination. What a game for Speights. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Puts him up by 1 point.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Livingston kicks to Thompson. No good on the three.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Livingston kicks to Green. Feeds it to Livingston. No one near him. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Thunder. Livingston kicks to Spates.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys. And it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And he makes both free throws.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Freak with it. He dishes it to Winslow. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Winslow's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat. Runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Heat out front, up by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not working for you guys out here tonight?
You know, they clog the lane, and they play great help defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job sharing the ball, and we just play unselfish. We'll be great in the second half.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very
Changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Thunder, he's in at point guard. Stoudemire out there with Winslow. And it's Green, and it's Anderson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Nice job coming off that screen. And that's now 20 points for Steph Curry. When you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
That drops.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The Heat trail by 6. Here's Thunder. And there's another one for the Heat.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Outside, Green. Out to the right wing. He kicks to Spates. 6 on the shot clock. Curry dishes to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Draymond Green.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And that one's good. Free.
And, you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. Chipped away. And stolen by 3. In transition, here comes Miami. As Winslow finished off the break. Winslow's got 9.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 saves.
For the lead. And that's good. For 3 points from Thunder. Thunder's got 34 points. Warriors have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Curry passes to Spates. Barbosa kicks to Spates. And again, no good by Golden State. The Heat with the lead. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
They really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Curry kicks to Spates. And here is Barbosa. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Great open look there. Curry's got 22 points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter. And here's a look at some numbers for Green. Over the last month, getting it done. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully, this is a sign of greater things for the future.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Green dishes to Freak. The baseline J. Here's Stoudemire. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Stoudemire's got 6. Warriors trailed by 3. Livingston passes to Green. Barnes kicks to Livingston. Green up on top. Running by Stoudemire. Here is Livingston. Here's Green. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thunder. Green with the block. Here is Livingston. Barbosa with it. Now defended by Freak. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Chris Anderson.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Now here's Freak. T right on him. Great T that time from Green. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't hit many looks better from that range.
He's shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Right at the free throw line. And it's Freak missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Freak kicks to Stoudemire. Winslow dishes to Freak. From the right block, the shot is good. Thunder's got 38 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Barbosa. That one off the back iron and out. And signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. Rare package at 6'7". He's a two-point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Charity stripe shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter. Miami trailing. Now here's Freak. He has 38 in the game. And that one's good. Thunder's got 40 points.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
It's all tied in Miami, and we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very... And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as Clark continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic. And Goran, what a nice show the team put on for your fans tonight.
Yeah, great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play, and we are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
He was an offensive dynamo for them tonight. The way it was going, you could see sky was the limit for him in terms of scoring. And he didn't stop, at least until he was going to get 40.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.